In my 3-stone cooking arrangement, I would like to talk to the teachers. The teachers, after it has started with the parents, it comes to you. In school, for me, I would say you are the midwives. So you midwife this process of education preparation that starts from home and continues through school to later life. I would mention just 3 things for teachers. The first and most dear to me is your profession is a vocation. It's not an occupation. Nobody can really pay a teacher for what they do. Even if the government increased your salaries to those magical salaries we hear MPs earn, that's not enough payment for the work you do. So bearing that in mind, you can only say that what you're getting as a salary or motivation or whatever is just a little compensation to make you continue in your vocation. It's not a pay. And because of that, then at no point should you, as a good teacher, want to stop because you have not been paid. Because nobody will ever pay you. It's only God who can pay you, and the blessings, the gratitude that people who have passed through your hands express when they think about you and when they meet you. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't get paid or you shouldn't get motivated. By all means you should. Only that do not stop because maybe that has fluctuated or that has not worked out. I can imagine a class where you have maybe 30 students or thereabout. Some parents have paid motivation and others have not paid. I don't know what you do. If you pick only those who have paid and pull them in a corner and teach them. And when you are teaching them, do you teach them new concepts, completely new concepts, or do you teach concepts that you taught the rest of the class? I'll leave that for you to think, but I'll just say that yours is a profession that nobody can pay. And in achieving success in your profession, it's best when you create partnerships so that you expose the learners to a wide variety of ideas, concepts for them to grow. And so when I heard remarks about benchmarking, about Professor Angeline taking the students to go to Nairobi to see this, about a trip planned for Mombasa, wherever, this is really good for me to hear, because I know that the teaching fraternity of Kauma is thinking of how it can integrate what it teaches its students here in the classrooms and outside there, so that we have learners who are well-rounded. And in this regard, as I say to the parents, I would also say teachers also, it is good that you recognize talent and allow it to flourish. I would say our education system is changing now, the CBC, but before that, we had an education system that was over-focused on the academics, and this was not good. I'm happy CBC has come and is recognizing these other non-academic talents or the non-traditional academic talents. And so as we transition towards that CBC, it's good that for you teachers, you put it at the forefront that these students you are having before you, those who are showing some talents in this and that, you develop them. I was happy when the choir was singing here, the scouts, I could see some really talented boys there, and I would say, okay, these are going to be the conductors of big orchestras in future. And that is a role that you teachers can play by identifying and encouraging alongside the classical subjects of academia in school. And as I said to parents or teachers also, you have a role to shape character and attitude. And I'm happy when I had a team of teachers coming here. They mentioned that these ones are supposed to be in charge of career discipline issues. And this is good because, as I said when I was talking to parents, it all boils down to your attitude, your character to take you forward.